So many years ago, after my last engine failure, I posted a video on how to remove the valve spring retainers and the little half clips that go inside. I just wanted to go ahead and show a better way that I've found for this Evo 10 head, this 4B11 head. So I'm actually using a spark plug removal socket. It's got a magnet embedded into it, and I find that to be much more useful than just using a regular socket. So this is a 5/8. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Simply center it, take a good old small adjustment tool, usually 1 to 3 whacks later. Right there, there's your keepers and your retainer. And then you can grab these components out, just use the needle nose. There's your spring. And that's it. Take these out of here and put them in your Ziploc bag or what have you. Do it about 15 more times. Alright, let's see if I can flip this head over. So I'm losing all the valves out of it. I'm not sure that I can do that. Hey, look at that. Good deal, good deal. So, 1 exhaust, 2 exhaust. Oh, that's pretty stupid. Valve 1, cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 3, cylinder 4. I don't need to label an exhaust now, do I? So we'll pull this. 3, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Wiggle these around just a little bit inside to feel if the valve guides, if the valve guides feel good, or if they feel damaged. I feel any knocking around of the valve stem on the valve guide. Oof, that's not my favorite. That's not my favorite. Mark there. This one knocked around a little more than I'd like. Probably should use a magnet. So interesting, I went and grabbed a magnet. It doesn't grab this intake valve so well. My exhaust valves, I guess I get it, maybe they're Inconel. Can't remember that, but it's just the cylinder 1, so I think it's cylinder 1 I must have replaced before. I'll have to go back and check, but the magnetic pull is very weak on these. However, on my other cylinders, it sticks nice and strong. Cylinder 1, not so much. Likewise here. Can't even pick up the weight of the valve. I should check into that. See, these pull out just fine. I wonder what these valves are. I thought I bought stock valves, but they feel like stainless. I don't know if stock is stainless. Should go back and check that. This one has a little more play than I like. Can't tell if they're like black nitrided or just coated in a little bit of cooked oil. I think they look like nitrided. Let me see. What do we have at behind door number 2? These ones, this one responds to magnet pretty well. I don't feel too much play at all. But it looks very similar. It's not up here. That's odd. These two on cylinder 1 are black up above. And they're kind of a different color all throughout. I really gotta go back and check. That's wild. Alright, so here's cylinder 1. Cylinder 2. So I don't like the play that I saw on any of the exhaust valves here. Or not saw, but felt. I feel too much clicking in there. It was more than I like, but it was on every single one of them, so now that makes me suspicious of my little methodology here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a intake valve. Let's see if I think the same thing. Yeah, still too much knocking even with an intake valve. Yeah, more than I like. I didn't know if it was just a tolerance thing, like the stem on the exhaust valve is just smaller, or maybe it's that the ID of the exhaust side guides has a greater, or that has a greater ID. Yeah, feels the same on all of them. Good little clicking, north and south, and on some of these east and west as well. That's probably the best of them all, though. Actually, I don't feel anything on this one. Yeah, dry it off and try again, just in case there's like an oil film that's damping that one. Yep. Now I feel it. Huh. Interesting. I don't know if this is possible, but that guide looks cracked. Zoom in down there. In like 3 places. That one looks cracked as well in one place. I don't see that in any others. Cylinder 2. Cylinder 3. Cylinder 4. Maybe. No. Before I go and clean any of this up and lose any of the evidence, it's at least worthwhile looking into these to see if there's anything I can learn. So this is cylinder 4. Nothing immediately. Cylinder 3, that's interesting, isn't it? On the intake side, there's a bit of goop there. Not on the other valve, not on valve 1. Cylinder 2, There's quite a bit of goop here. Kind of lines right up with the seal. And then the first valve, similar. There's some goop here. I just noticed this because as I was running my finger in here, I felt a good bit of goop down along here. I was trying to feel the sort of the polish job I had done in the past. Or maybe I can't call it a polish job, but the grinding job to get down the casting roughness on the edges. And I noticed that there was some goop down in the runner, but not here on cylinder 1, but cylinder 2 there's a good bit there and there, cylinder 3 there, so I'm suspecting the valve seals now too. I was hoping to be able to reuse the valve seals. I was hoping to reuse a lot of the valve guides, but probably not. On the exhaust side, I don't think I'm ever going to see anything like that because it's so stinking hot that it would just toast anything coming through, and it wouldn't really want to go this way anyway, it would want to go out. But on the intake side, I think this at least provides me some evidence that I certainly need seals here and here, so I may as well do all the seals. Good times. So to be continued, I guess I'm going to have to go in and replace the guides and the seals for each of these. I probably won't replace them right now, but I'll have to purchase them and get these old ones out so that I can have the head machine. I'm going to get a 5-angle valve job to be able to seat these valves, and I'm not actually going to use these ones. I'm going to use these over here. So I've got some new Supertex Inconel on the exhaust side, black nitrided stainless I think it is on the intake side. Let's just see something here. I was shown that the magnet wouldn't grab a couple of the old intake valves. Yeah, same here. So I wonder if that's what I used on these cylinders here. We shall see.